Hello everyone! How are you?
Hello, everyone.
Oh god, no, 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 no.
Hello,
Oh god, no, oh
everyone.
god, oh god, no, 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 no.
Hello.
Oh god, no. We're not going to infinity and beyond today. We're not going to infinity and beyond. We're playing Pokémon XD Gale of Darkness though, which is the best Pokémon game ever made. And I'm munching on some bites. Because I haven't eaten anything yet today. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right in. Into the greatest Pokemon game of all time. It's got some good difficulty spikes every now and then. The story honestly isn't too bad. The region is incredible and the soundtrack, oh my god, the soundtrack. Yes, that's a Lugia. Yeah, in this game, you immediately start in a battle simulation where you fight a Metagross with his Salamence. And the game gives you Earthquake, so that is not that big of a deal. Like when I was a child, I didn't know the type chart was a thing. Well, I was just picking moves like, oh, it has the same type as my Pokemon, that must be useful. Or, oh, it has a high stat, that must be awesome. I didn't know that Earthquake was very effective against Metagross, so I never used Earthquake. And the only way to win this battle is by using Earthquake or critting, and critting is very rare. So I never beat this fight as a child. We're not really gonna go over the story though, because we're in for the gameplay and not for the story. Okay. Also, the early game is lengthy enough, even without the story. So essentially, we're living in this laboratory with our mother, our sister, and the professor, who we are not related to, which is something I didn't know as a child. I thought that was our father. And our sister went missing once again, so they dumped the mission to find her on us. Also, I am absolutely convinced that we have never and ever, just a single time in our life, hit that basket up there with those balls. You simply cannot tell me that this little man succeeded in doing that. Yeah, once again our sister wandered off to that old creepy doctor's house. So we have to go after her and get her back. And now there's news! I hate this news theme because it's just this 1 or 2 second loop that loops. Yeah. The SS Libra can't be found, which is the ship from the intro. That's very bad, I guess. Blah, 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 blah. We don't really care, though, honestly, because it gives us one of the greatest opportunities in the entirety of Pokemon franchise, which is using a snag machine. We're gonna take that battle with us, though, because I want the experience points. Perfect. I exactly was aiming for that flinch. If you ask me, by the way, it's rather sad that this GameCube game has better animation quality than the newer Pokemon games. That is so depressing. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe I'll run this as a Nuzlocke. In case you don't know, running a Pokemon XD Nuzlocke essentially means you only get one chance to catch a Shadow Pokemon. Which doesn't mean you get to throw one ball, you get one chance. For example, if you have an encounter with a Shadow Pokemon and you kill it on accident, or you run out of balls, you are not allowed to catch that Shadow Pokemon on a later encounter anymore. When you happen to meet that exact Shadow Pokemon again, it's not on your list, you cannot catch it. And besides that, it's essentially just a regular Nuzlocke. But I decided that I don't want to do that yet. I want to regularly beat this game in the standard manner it's supposed to. Oh, we're good with the flinches right now. And if we manage to do that without much trouble, we are gonna Nuzlocke it afterwards. And when we manage to do that, we're gonna play through Pokemon XG, which is a ROM hack of Pokemon XD that makes the game harder, but also gives us better choices for Pokemon. And if we manage to beat the game without many casualties as well, we'll play XG as a Nuzlocke. But that is gonna be very distant in the future, because XG is hard and XD itself is not that short of a game. It is not lengthy either, but it's not that short. Also, we just leveled up. So let me correct that. Didn't correct it though in the overlay. Now it did. Okay. Still figuring out this software I'm using for the Pokemon tracking. Okay, I'm gonna skip through this. Because that is just one collection of terrible dialogue, and I didn't need that. So we're gonna save on a regular basis now and just skip through the tutorial dialogue because it really isn't that great, honestly. And we want to get to the gameplay, I'm very sure. So yeah, we found our sister, so we're supposed to go home. And the reason why I'm saving so often is because Dolphin tends to crash when fast forwarding. And I want to avoid that at all costs, because that would be very annoying. So yeah, now we have to go to the professor, and oh, he's not here, so let's talk to this man. Oh, the director, he just went down. Didn't you pass paths? And I'm like, no, we didn't. And how did he get here before me? Does he walk through walls? Does he have the V no clip from Gary's mod? Which apparently he does, because he was here before us and he just clipped through the floor or something. But yeah, he told me about the snag machine. No, I want to test it. I just misclicked. I want to test it. And I just love that thing. This enables us to steal Pokemon, but we can't just steal any Pokemon. We can only steal Shadow Pokemon who have been turned into fighting machines, essentially. Obviously, we also need Pokeballs to steal those Pokemon. And yeah, the director just got kidnapped. Or is in the process of being kidnapped. So it's 10-year-old Pokemon protagonist duty to step in and prevent this from happening. But to be fair, I don't know if I want to stop it because this music slaps. I actually never tried to go back in here, but it doesn't work anyways, so. And this is where we get our first Shadow Pokemon encounter against Spy Naps, which is Teddy Ursa. What is that? So that is our catching tutorial. So yeah, now we got a Teddy Ursa. And now I'm gonna hit the fast forward again on risk of crashing the game, but it's just a bulk of dialogue again. Yeah, we're finishing this project on our own now, which is, I don't know how it's called in English, I'm gonna be honest. So I should take a look at the dialogue eventually. But it allows us to purify shadow Pokemon to return them back to normal. Okay, it's literally just the purified chamber. In German it's called the Cryptorbis. For some reason. Nobody knows why. It doesn't make any sense. Like, Crypto is how we call shadow Pokemon. Crypto Pokemon, which, if you ask me, that sounds way better. But yeah, despite that, other than that, it just doesn't make sense in my name. In my name. I said in my name because I was reading Hero's name that second. In my opinion. Jesus Christ, Aiden, let me go. Oh, Gaetion Port has such good music. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Oh, there's Zook! There we get a bulk of text boxes again. Did you all see the item box in the back? Mr. Verich, to the rescue. And that's how we see an Alakazam one-shot of the Zangoose. Which is a Shadow Zangoose, so we can keep in mind, we'll get to catch that thing eventually. Okay, before we head anywhere else, specifically, we get to choose... Oh, no, we don't get to choose, we have to skip through another bulk of dialogue. But we get to choose what to evolve our Eevee into. And we gotta be honest, there's two options. There isn't really a good dark type and water type in the beginning. You get some options for dark types, but none of them are too great. And for water, you actually get a great Pokemon, but it only turns great in later levels, so it's pretty useless early on. Which is why you should always pick Vaporeon or Umbreon in a Pokemon XD run where it's serious, like a Nuzlocke. With another valid option being Jolteon, but Jolteon usually isn't that necessary since it doesn't learn that many great moves in this generation, and we get access to Ampharos. So not really the wisest choice. And usually I would actually go for Umbreon here, because all the dog types we get are not that good actually. And we get a good water type, we get a solid water type, but just for later on. But the fact that Umbreon is a physical Pokemon, and dog type moves are special in this generation, makes me pick Vaporeon actually. So give me the Water Stone, please. Also, did you know... No, I'm not gonna go down that route. That's not gonna be... That's not gonna be PG-13 if I do that. But I get to evolve Eevee. So now we have a Vaporeon. And we can actually get 2 more encounters around here that are pretty good. First I have to check something with the layout. Can I? Potentially. Yeah, I can, but it doesn't change anything. Okay. But yeah, I wasn't really captivated by this guy's music at all, so I'm gonna say no! Which will lead us to have a Pokemon battle. Stay hydrated, everyone. I myself just got some cooling liquid. And we one-shotted that Whismur. Almost feel bad for it. Oh no, defense curl. Whatever are we gonna do? Bite. Bite. Yeah, now we got the TM for Attract. Which, you guessed right, we're gonna get on Vaporeon. Not trying to follow the meme, but this is actually a valid strat for the early game. To Sand Attack and when possible, Attract. That can get you through an awful lot of the early game. And across that bridge, we can also get our 2 first actual encounters besides Teddiursa, because Teddiursa is for free. It's literally for free. There's a 100% chance to get caught. But first, we're gonna get that item. And I have to remember to hit the plate on the right if I want to leave. But first, we'll go up here. Because that is what I usually get as my second encounter, but technically speaking, it's more intelligent to go here first. So we're gonna fight this pretty muscular lady, I have to say. Looking good, Kylan. Kylene, whatever you want to be pronounced. There we have encounter number 1, which is Poochyena. One of the said many dog types that aren't particularly good. Ouch. Yeah, for everyone who is not familiar with this game and how it works, essentially it plays like any double battle Pokemon game, but that is important with 2 exceptions. First, if your Pokemon faints, the next one is gonna get sent into battle immediately. It doesn't wait for the round to end, you send in immediately. So you have to watch out for threats like Earthquake or Surf, possibly. When you choose your next Pokemon, you can't just go by, oh, that would counter. But if the enemy has Earthquake on him, that's gonna come back and bite you if you just send your Pokemon in without checking what the options for the enemy are. And the other difference is the existence of Shadow Pokemon, which know Shadow moves, which, I say a lot of which right now, but I have to for this context. Those Shadow moves are super effective against literally everything. Everything. No exception. Except for one exception, which are the Shadow Pokemon. Which are always not very effective. We're actually gonna roll for a sand attack on Poochyena. Because if we don't catch now, it's gonna get dangerous. It's not a Nuzlocke yet, so it's not that dangerous. But I'd love to avoid unnecessary deaths. And now we just keep rolling for the sand attacks. Because if Teddiursa doesn't kill this round, which it doesn't because of confusion, Zubat is not gonna hurt us. Either because of the love or because of the sand attacks. Jesus Christ, you actually scared me for a second because I'm home alone. Hello, Blue, how are you? Actually scared me for a second. My heart skipped a beat. I guess that's revenge for your stream in mid-August. How are you, though? Hope you had a great day. And I'm gonna scream if we don't beat that Zubat. If we die against a Zubat. Actually gonna take a turn specifically to stop the confusion on both the Pokemon. I think calling also stopped confusion, that's why I did that. It doesn't, but we attack anyways. Just like that, we get ourselves a Poochyena. Okay, do we have something to heal, though? That would be great. We have Potion. That is, in fact, a lot of money for that little. I totally get you there. That would make me mad as well. Jesus fucking Christ, I would scream if I had to buy that. But if that's the only thing that is on your mind right now, that I still see that as an absolute win, because there could be worse troubles to be on your mind. You're broke, not stupid. Okay, I feel that. I feel that. No, I don't want to battle you yet. I want to save first. Because, call me stupid, but I want to get that encounter we get here. Usually, this is a terrible Pokemon. But, and that's a big but, a big bubble butt, a big cake butt. Ladybug actually is good in early game Pokemon XD. It's outclassed pretty fast, but until then, it is a valid Pokemon actually, because it gets Aerial Ace super early in this game. So we're gonna start with Attract once again, and then Lick a Ladybug. Oh, of course it attacks. But Peck isn't that bad. There's a much better price solution, maybe not quality. Well, what do you mean with a better solution? What option is there? Oh, it's paralyzed! We can go for the catch already. So we Sand Attack Tailo. Not Potion. And then we Pokeball Ladybug. As easy as that. Oh, so that it's a lower quality product that is cheaper though. Okay. I get that, I get that. I understand now. I understand. Well, you might as well already add Ladybug to the pool. Because we successfully caught it no matter if we lose or win the battle. This little guy is in my team now. Wash your hair, go for it. Don't let yourself be stopped. Oh, he thought we had taken his Pokemon. Isn't that adorable? We would never do that. Anyways, we can now get the parts we're here for. I shouldn't use fast forward, I haven't saved yet. It took me years to realize, by the way, that you can see this guy's eyes. I always used to believe he had pulled his beanie down so much his eyes were hidden. Because of the low resolution of the GameCube, because I actually played this on the original hardware back then. But hell, I was wrong. And now we will just return to the laboratory. I think it's still the laboratory in English, is it? Yeah, the Pokemon HQ lab. Because there we can also heal our Pokemon. Hello, my dude! We're back with the parts. Oh, more crane info. Yay. 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 I don't need that basic information, though. I have finished this game several times, up to 100%. Except for Colosseum Ore, because Colosseum Ore is trash. If you ask me. At least if you don't have any GBA Pokemon games to trade to. But except for that, I finished this game multiple times, up to 100%, and I think if there is something to know about Shadow Pokemon, I already know that. I already know that. Mother! I have brought you the parts. And now we get to go to another place. Which is pretty awesome. I don't remember its name right now. It's a Gate Village in English. Right, I remember. And the Gate Village has one of the best soundtracks and one of the best vibes in this entire game. Gotta love a Gate Village. We already got 4 Pokemon! Yeah! And soon we'll also get our first dungeon. Because this game has dungeons! But first we need to clear Gate Village story mission. This guy wants to fight, if I remember correctly, but I don't want to fight him right now. I want to get to the lost guy. And I'll fight him with Poochyena and Ladybug. He's always lost and he just can't find the way out of the village. I'm so sorry for him, but I also want to laugh at him so badly. Oh, I was hoping we already had Aerial Ace. We don't though, so we'll have to stick to Shadow Blitz. Which is also super effective, but it can't profit from Stab, obviously. Harden actually isn't that bad. We don't ignore Harden, but we should do quite a lot of damage anyways. Yeah, that's quite a lot of damage. Now that's a lot of damage! And that was a critical hit. And another Zubat. You can bet, by the way, I'm gonna get Zubat once that's possible. Because I'm a sucker for Crobat. In preparation for what comes next, we'll already swap those back into the front two places. Because we'll have to wander through a cave in a little bit. After we've gone through bulks of dialogue, you guessed it, that's why I'm using fast forward. Yeah, I am Kitsu. And my nose is itchy. Baloo and Egan. Okay, we now have permission of Egan to go into the cave and into the forest. So we'll do that. We'll do that. To purify our Pokémon. Gorps! Gorps! Be right. I'm gonna be on the game in a second again. Just a second. Okay, let's go. Yeah, at the end of this cave, Teddy Ursa should be ready to be purified. Never get your head done, kids. Why? Why should they never get their hair done? Explain to us, elaborate while we finish this very easy Pokemon battle. Because we have the power of love. We even crit. Vaporeon was hungry for that fish. By the way, I have to manually update the levels in the overlay as well. So that's great. Another crit! I'll give you a second, but just a second. Second's over, where are you? No, I'm just joking. I've realized a terrible thing about myself in the past few days. I'm somehow evolving into a dad because I'm doing a lot of dad jokes and my sneezes get louder and shit. So I don't know how to feel about that. Like, I watched a stream and the streamer was saying, "Oh, I am drunk." And I just slid into chat and was like, "Hi, drunk, I'm Kitsu." Like it was the proudest day in my life. I'm slowly evolving into a dad, and that's horrible. Now, since Vaporeon got that level up, we can swap it back to deal with the Shadow Gauge of Poochyena next. Oh god. This is the moment where I pretend to just have remembered this Cagnia to turn up in this fight, which is why I swapped Poochyena in pre-battle, since it obviously I knew that by now it would have Poison Fang, so I could hard counter this setup. This was all planned. Obviously, yeah, obviously. I think the chest right next to this lady should have antidotes. Wait, time to get a kid anyway? What? Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. But since I'm already evolving into that means somewhere on this planet, somehow, I apparently already have a child. And that is concerning, since I don't remember doing the deed with anyone ever before. So that's shit's scary. Shit's scary. But yeah. To get the color you want, you need a hair day with bleaching, which comes in a kit of 2 color remover and Fing Time. What is Fing Time? Can you elaborate for a total newbie in terms of getting your hair done? I had considered it before, but I was too lazy to actually do it and too shy to ask my hairdresser if he can do that. You see, this is also the place where I pretend I knew an Abra was coming up. So I had Poochyena to hard counter Abra. Oh, effing time. Oh. Yeah, that's understandable. Obviously, this is also the moment where I pretend I remember Abra having Thunder Punch, so I would have Poochyena up to counter it instead of Ladybug, because Ladybug will eventually die to the Thunder Punch because it's weak to that. You know? This is the part where I pretend to have known all of that and have planned all of that. Also Ice Punch, that would have hurt as well. Well, I mean, it still hurts, but it would have hurt actually worse if that wasn't a Poochyena, but a Ladybug right now. In that case, this would have hurt way more. And now we got a problem, because we don't have a safe switch in. Because if it goes for Ice Punch, Vaporeon will tank that. If it goes for Thunder Punch, both of them will take massive damage. But since we might get Ice Punch, might as well go for Vaporeon. Also, this is the part where I remember that I forgot that Teddiursa by now remembered it had Lick. So we could have just licked that Abra to death. Which we're gonna do now, but we could have done that way earlier and done massive damage. I tend to forget Lick is an actual attack, though. Oh wait, Shroomish though. Ah, Shroomish! Okay, Shroomish was fucking stupid. Okay, reverse mode sucks, so we're gonna switch in Ladybug and reverse mode. Please don't end Teddiursa. Okay, we tanked that. We tanked that. Should also have Aerial Ace back by now, per fucking fact. Aerial Ace the shit out of that Shroomish. Massive damage. Oh, it has Effect Spore. Of course it has Effect Spore. How could I forget about that? Anyways. Now we got the clone case, we can take care of our Pokemon in a very special way now. We can rub them with the cologne, then their shadow gauge is gonna drop. And I'm actually afraid that none of our Pokemon will be ready for purification. Once we reach the stone. Once we reach the stone. So I'm gonna have an extra battle that I didn't plan on having. Which is this dude, Ryder Heben. Which I, for some reason, never realized that only and only his crotch is colored blue for some reason. Only his crotch, though. Is there a secret message here? I'll leave that up to you all to decide. Cascoon! Yeah, Cascoon is a thing. Yeah, Silcoon and Cascoon definitely isn't the same Pokemon. In fact, they are very, very, very different from each other. Yes! Actually wanted reverse mode right now, so we can get that extra boost in the gauge. How low does it go? Oh, it's not low enough. Never had trouble with getting Teddy Ursa to empty its gauge far enough yet. Never had that trouble before. Well, I guess it's gonna be a first time for everything in life. Let's check though, maybe the game will have something in store if we happen to not be ready for purification yet. Now we have to fight Egan first. Myth Trainer Egan would like to battle. Okay then, Myth Trainer Egan. Oh god, oh god. That was more battle than I expected. Yeah, we're gonna swap. We don't have a safe swap, but if Ladybug dies, then that's okay. Oh boy! That is more close than I remember this battle ever being. But we get a lot of money. We get a lot of money for that. Okay, we have to prepare our Pokemon first. So let's go buy some cologne! Because we have the money for that. Also, purified Pokemon have one of the more interesting ribbons that they can carry, which is only available to Shadow Pokemon in Colosseum and XD. And when you purify a Pokemon and give it that ribbon and trade it all the way up to Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet, it is gonna have the title. I don't know what's in English. Okay, I have to look that up though. I wanted to flex the knowledge here, but I noticed I couldn't flex the knowledge because I didn't have the knowledge. So I'm gonna get the knowledge real quick. Okay, it's called the National Ribbon. And it gives your Pokemon... Okay, it's not down here. Triumphant. It gives your Pokemon the title Triumphant. Which, if you ask me, that is incredibly awesome and badass sounding. And you... Currently, there's only this way to get your Pokemon to have the Triumphant tag. Which is by playing Colosseum or XD and trading the Pokemon all the way up. That is a lot of work for a ribbon. But in my opinion, it's worth it, actually. Yeah, Teddiursa can be purified now. Let's see if we can get Poochyena all the way up as well. Ladybug is not that important, because we only have it on the team for Aerial Ace at the moment. Which it already has. And it's gonna be removed pretty soon anyways, because other flying types are a thing that exist. And other bug types as well. So Ladybug comes in last place of priority. But I'm still interested in finding out how far it's already... Oh, it's post half. Still doesn't know its second move yet, though. And for Poochyena, that these two moves that are still locked, that will get unlocked once we purify it, those are pretty good if I remember correctly. I know one of them is Dig. And in a double battle based fighting style, Dig is pretty solid. In some scenarios, not in all of them, but in some. For example, you can Dig to avoid some attacks that will obviously hit your one Pokemon. And in general, having a ground type attack early on is pretty useful. And the Pokemon both Pokemon we will purify will probably level up. It gets back Dig, and it gets Heal Bell. Okay, we didn't technically need Heal Bell, but Dig is incredibly valid. And Poochyena went up to level 11. And we're gonna give it a nickname. Any ideas for nicknames in chat right now for Poochyena? Otherwise, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna call him Zoomies. Why Snow? Explain. Elaborate. Why Snow? Elaborate. Enlighten me. Is there any specific background? I'm still gonna take the name because it's a good name. I know other Pokemon it would be more fitting for, in my opinion, but it's still a good name. But I'm intrigued. Where does that name come from? Because you seem pretty convinced of that name. No, he forced me back into his home. He just shoved me under his arm. No, you may not have my PDA number. Okay, I can accept that. Still, that doesn't explain, though, why the name Snow. Why specifically? Like, is there a reason besides you liking the ring of the name Snow? Why did you pick that name specifically, that is what would be interesting to me. What is the story behind it? If there is a story behind it. I just want to boop its nose. Its nose is so cute. Such a cute little nose. And it gets Return, which is the biggest MVP move on a Shadow Pokemon. Because Return... because Shadow Pokemon, when you purify them, have max level friendship. Having max level friendship, stab Return on your team. On a physical Pokemon is honestly insanely good. So in the early game, Teddiursa is gonna be our MVP. And I'm sorry. He's gotta be boop. There's no discussion in his nickname. It's gonna be boop. I think it's a... yeah, it's a he. Okay, I'll accept that explanation. I'll accept that. And now it's Ladybug and Teddiursa in the front line to take care of everything that's in our way. And yeah, we're pretty close to having our first dungeon. Before, though, we have to face Mount Battle for a bit. Which is just slightly annoying. But having our return monster, which is boop, it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be so easy. Everything boop cannot handle, Ladybug can handle. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm glad I never went to actually color my hair, because I have enough expensive things on hand, like Warhammer, D&D, gaming in general, and now since recently cosplaying. I got enough expenses to take care of. Bam-a-lam-ba-lam-ba-dam. And now the torture begins. I mean, I trust my hairdresser and I get to have my haircut a little bit cheaper because I know him personally, since my hairdresser is my neighbor. And I'd also be too paranoid to do anything with my own hair because I would for sure mess it up. Boop! Oh, Supersonic was the other one. That is actually pretty useful. But not as useful as Return is on Boop. Obliterate! I don't know whose idea it was at Genius Sonority to give that Teddiursa a return, but I love them. It's such a stupidly broken move early on when you have a max friendship Pokemon. For example, in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, you get return pretty early as well. But you don't get a max friendship Pokemon early on. You have to work for that. For example, if you get a Starly very early and evolve it into Staraptor, I think that's also its English name, not too sure on that, it's gonna sweep with return as well, or return on Mega not Heracross, Mega Pinsir. That is also insane. But you have to work for all of that. Here, you essentially, when you start this game, you're a newborn child, but instead of a rattle, your parents give you a fully functional nuke. And I think that's hilarious. I mean, the double exclamation mark has to go in there, otherwise it's not boop. Also, the 2 exclamation marks is the 2 nukes the newborn baby is holding in its hands, instead of rattles, which I just explained. So, it all came together. It all came together in a big round. Oh, we also had a level up. I didn't even notice, honestly, because boop was just sweeping anyways. Just have to watch out that boop does not die too frequently, because if it does, return is gonna do way less damage. Of course, it's in reverse mode now. Now it's gonna do less damage anyways, since it's growl. But it's still gonna be a lot, because it's return max power with stab. Considering that is half damage because of howl. That was insane. Yeah, stick with return on Swablu. I remember what this guy's strat was. I'm not playing Nuzlocke yet. I explained that plan a little bit earlier. You weren't there yet, so I'll repeat it. The plan is we're just gonna regularly finish the game. Once we did that, we're gonna play Nuzlocke of XD, which is a little bit different to other Nuzlockes. If you want to, I can explain that in a second as well. And after we beat that Nuzlocke, we're gonna play Pokemon XG in a regular playthrough, which is a ROM hack of XD that is way harder and way more interesting. Which is impressive, since this game is already very interesting, because it's the best Pokemon game ever made. And once we beat Pokemon XG in a regular playthrough, we're gonna have a Pokemon XG Nuzlocke. And that is gonna cause me some pain, because XG, as I said earlier, is incredibly hard. But I'm willing to take the challenge. Corphish is just stupidly tanky right now, because of the Hardens 88 and continues to eat. Now we gotta scream for Ladybug again, because it won't keep hitting itself for some reason. And this is the point where we take Ladybug out of the party. Not out of the party, but out of the starting lineup. For now. You're just happy to see your puppy boy. Well, be even happier. We're gonna take him in the starting lineup now, because we don't need to get Ladybug's purification gauge any lower, because it's already at 0. And if it's not at 0, it's gonna be at 0 just from walking a little bit. It's at 0. So we're gonna get Poochyena up front. I know he's a good boy. Poochyena and Mightyena are super strong in early Pokemon XD. It's just that they're not that good Dark types, because Dark type moves are special in this generation. You see, this is the part where I pretend I remember that there's a Spoink here, so we have Snow to be immune to that, but I would totally lie if I said that. Howl once and return to hopefully take out Doduo, because Doduo might do some serious damage, but not if it's that stupid. Not if it's that stupid. That might be a problem, the amount of damage that just did. That's a nuke. It's a Duke! It's a Duke? It's a Duke Nukem? No, it's a nuke. Yeah, there are better dark types in general, but it still has a great move pool, like Poison Fang. It's pretty good early on, or Dig. Odor Sleuth. Let's see if Poochyena gets to attack, because I'm pretty sure Boop is gonna nuke the hell out of Spoink before that. It doesn't! But it doesn't have Ice Fang that early in XD. I don't think it has Ice Fang in general in XD. There's no way to obtain that, I believe. Snow actually gets to do the finishing hit. But yeah, Poison Fang's pretty good because early poison type... We only get one poison type early on, and that poison type really sucks ass. I never doubted he's a good boy. Never doubted that, just even the slightest. Oh, but if you're being right back, you're gonna miss the best part of the game. No. Oh, we can. I can spare some time by purifying Ladybug first. So we need. I need to see Blue's reaction to the best part in the game. You do your hair. I'm gonna go purify Ladybug. And then hopefully we'll meet back at the first dungeon, because the entrance of the first dungeon is beautiful. If she's not back by then, we can fight some trainers or something to spare some time. It's just so calm. I'd love to live in Agate Village. But I think the Wi-Fi would be terrible out here. When does Ladybug evolve, by the way? I never had a Ladybug long enough to see it turn into a Ladyon. Maybe I'll keep it on my team for a little bit, actually. Okay, Bulba Garden sucks. It literally doesn't show on what level Ladybug evolves. Level 18. That is pretty early. Might keep it for a bit. Might. Maybe. Okay, it's level 18. Not 18, 11 now. That's Buzz. Is there a name rater in Ore? Agate Village. In the daycare. Quick? You mean you're back quick or what? Okay. Trust me, that's gonna be beautiful. That is gonna be absolutely beautiful. We're about to witness the best characters out of the entire game, maybe the entire franchise of Pokémon. Which are the evil Power Rangers. These are actually some of the only text boxes I'm gonna read out loud, because they are wonderful. And their soundtrack is as well. We are sextuplets! We strike terror throughout the lands, for we are the Hexagon Brothers! Sound off! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 5? That's it? 5? Aren't we missing someone? That's ridiculously impossible. Let me try this time. Count off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, what did I say? There is someone missing. But anyway, enough. He'll return soon enough, I'm sure. Wait, we need... What we need to do, brothers, is this. Lock and load on this suspicious kid. Hey, you brat! This is no kiddie playground. We've been away for a while, but this area here... Wait, this here real estates belonged to Cypher for many a year. If you don't quit scurrying around, we'll have to tell your mommy. If you don't want that to happen, then run along home. Someone need to call 911. Why 911? And the best part. Oh wait, I have to fight one. I have to fight one. I'm gonna fight the fire one. Because it continues. It actually continues. Cypher Peon Re6. I love his lower lip, which is just full on monkey mode. And the Houndour is a shadow Pokemon. Pretty useful one as well. First, we gotta nuke the Slugma, though. Keep your hands off Boop! Oh, we didn't nuke it. That is a first time. Anyway, time to get Vaporeon out. But I love the evil Power Rangers. They're some of the best characters in the game, as I said earlier. Well, earlier I said they are the best. Maybe they're not the best, but they are amongst the best. Sumagu! Luckily, Vaporeon is tanky AF. So we can Poison Fang Slugma and throw a ball on a Houndour. Mine usually is named something like Skull. Got it first try. Was level 17. So now we beat one of them, so we can go inside. And going in there will allow us to trigger the next cutscene with the evil Power Rangers, which is equally as hilarious. So let me heal real quick. Also pretty interesting, this is the first dungeon, as I said earlier, and this dungeon is the last major dungeon before the finale of Pokémon Colosseum, the predecessor of this game, and you do it in reverse in Pokémon XD. Okay, sound off! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 8? Now there are too many of us. Brothers, beware. There may be spies among us. Hey, look, it's that kid again. They are just beautifully stupid. But why do I have so little Pokeballs? Shouldn't I have more at this point to be able to catch those? Did I miss something? Oh, 3 Pokeballs. So that solves some of our problems. 1 Super Potion. Next. The purpose of the evil Power Rangers? They are supposed to guard this place. They're obviously terrible at it. But that is what they're here for. Cypher Beyond Greasix! Greasix, no scope. Ha! Okay. So Poison Fang the Cacnea and return nuke everything else. And Boop is level 14. Shroomish! Hello there. Maybe, just maybe, we'll actually be able to finish this dungeon on stream today. Maybe, not too sure about that. Maybe I'll call it a day in 30 minutes or something. If I don't have that much energy left. Can't say for sure yet. But maybe we'll finish it. But I'm starting to really get worried about Pokeballs, so I'll go back to Agate Village and everywhere and check for chests if there's Pokeballs I missed, but I think I should have picked every Pokeball chest up until now. And there is Seedot, his shadow Pokemon, which we are gonna catch, because I love Seedot. Oh yeah, it has Shadow Wave. The annoying move. But it's not gonna kill us that easily. That didn't kill? Snow, I'm disappointed. I expected more from you, young man. Oh no, we can't swap out. That might actually get troublesome. Paralyze, please? Okay, we don't get the paralyze. Then this is how we're gonna do it. Attack with Poison Fang in hopes of not killing it. And throw Snag Balls. Or just catch it in the first one. That's good as well. And now we have our first full party. But there's no time to celebrate, because we have to check for Pokeballs. The fact that they're not available to be bought yet is just slightly annoying though. Okay, Agate Village first. Hope we didn't miss. I know some items we missed, but I don't think they contained Pokeballs. Would be very new to me, at least, if they did. Yeah, one ether. Maybe the Pokemon start selling some now, though. Potion. But since we're here, we can also go to the daycare and change Vaporeon's name to Hey Guys. Now I just gotta remember what building the daycare was. Yeah, got it immediately. Hey guys! But I think, if I remember correctly, Gateon Port should have just started selling Pokeballs now. Agate Village will never sell Pokeballs, I remember that much, so I don't even have to check for that. Oh wait! We still got a cave. In Colosseum, that cave contained some items, and I think... Yes, it does here as well. A single Pokeball. Better than nothing. Better than nothing. No one can learn Thunder Wave. Sad. Would have loved that. You know what? Since we're here, might as well fight the dude that can't find his way out of this village. Can't choose a color. I mean, you could go for ultraviolet. That sounds fancy, actually. Already has bullet seed. Return! And just do it again. That worked perfectly well. Man, I just love bullying that dude whenever I come to Agate Village. I'm somewhat sorry for him, but also I'm not. Because he's using Pokemon that aren't available in this region, so... yeah, fuck that dude. The next two Pokemon we're gonna get will replace both Ladybug and Poochyena in our party for a while, sadly. Because we got Houndour, which does exactly what Poochyena does, but better. At least currently. And we need an electric type, and we want a ground type. Electrike and Chinchou. What is Chinchou? Oh, I remember. Actually, we'll Bullet Seed. We can completely nuke them. Completely nuke them. Oh no, Water Gun! What is that going to do? Bullet Seed should one-shot. Wait, it does so little? I honestly expected that to do more. And of course it has static. That's the karma I get for saying I want to take Snow out of the party. And I accept that that's my karma. Also, I forgot to go to Gadeon Port. The Mareep is what we want to add to our party. It's going down. I'm yelling Ember. Oh no. Oh my god, the crit. Actually, with the Shadow Wave, that, just roughly estimated, should bring Fluffy into perfect Mareep, not Fluffy. Fluffy's the evolution. That should bring Mareep into a perfect area to catch. Almost perfect. Not exactly perfect, but close to perfect. Boop grew to 15. So we're gonna continue Shadow Waving, because even a crit Shadow Wave shouldn't do that much. And throw our Pokeballs. And now we have the hard choice. Who to remove from our party. And I act as if it's a hard choice, but I already made up my mind. This is not a goodbye. This is a see you later, Poochyena. We will meet again, brave soldier. Want to save, Jesus! Now we heal and go to Gadian Port to check for Pokeballs. We'll do at least a chunk of the dungeon today. I have decided upon that. That's the Pokemon Center, not the Mart. This is the shop. It doesn't have Pokeballs. Now that is not good. Oh wait, it's Agate Village specifically that sells Pokeballs. So I'm stupid. Why did I remember then that Agate Village was the only mart that did not sell? I just won't question what my brain did there. And go get some Pokeballs. You're in lurk. Okay, thanks for being with us so long. Have a nice lurk. So... I forgot what Shadow Pokemon the ground type dude had exactly. So we will find out together. Only thing I remember is that we want to have that thing. Bro 6! Baltoy! That was it. Baltoy. Or Baltoy, or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna call it Baltoy. I think that shouldn't kill it. Reason we want to have that is it's not only a ground type, it's also a psychic type, which is a very good combination for early game because we have neither of those types yet. It's a perfect addition. A fine addition to our collection. You know what, let's try the Premier Ball, actually. Got it. So that is amazing. That will replace Ladybar in our party. Because the only reason we still had it wasn't even for Air Relays anymore, it was Psybeam. And Baltoy is also gonna have psychic attacks, obviously. Okay. That team looks good so far. It's pretty standard for Pokemon Colosseum early game, but not Colosseum XD. But to be fair, we don't have much variety even possible at this point. Blue 6. Hey, I made up my mind again. I'm sorry, I'm just feeling a little bit down, a little bit sickly still, so we're gonna finish these 6 and start next stream with the dungeon. The next stream is gonna be on Monday already, so I hope that a lot of you will be there as well. Because I am very hyped up for this project. I absolutely love Pokemon XD. It's my favorite Pokemon game. I say this is the best Pokemon game for a reason. Besides the fact, obviously, that it is the best Pokemon game. Oh, it's in reverse mode. You're gonna have to tank reverse mode for one round because I want to attack. And I'm gonna call, hey guys, to raise the accuracy we lost due to smokescreen. That's a level 13 Vaporeon. That's what I meant with, we get good water types early on, but they will only be useful in the late game. The Sphere line is not only amongst my favorite water Pokemon lines, it is undeniably very strong. But only once it has evolved at least one time. Sphere itself is not that good of a Pokemon. And since it will stay Shadow Sphere for quite a bit and not gain levels and therefore not evolve, it's not that good of a choice for early game, sadly. Because I love it. But it just isn't. Well, we can test out what our secret power is. Oh, we can't because we just caught Sphere. And the last is gonna be the one single trainer whose Pokemon I'm just not willing to use. Just the psychic type dude, and I don't remember the English name of his shadow Pokemon, but it really is not a good Pokemon. Wait, we wanted to test secret power. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I switched up secret power and hidden power. Secret power is normal type and it's always normal type. I'm just stupid. That's all. Tentacool and Gulpin. Gulpin! That's it. That's a shadow Pokemon. And I hate it with a passion. It's ugly, it's weak, and it's mono poison. Let's be real, let's face it, there are way better Pokemon. Especially at this point already, we have way better Pokemon. There's no reason to take Gulpin with you. No reason at all. And C-Dot is almost ready to be purified. It's scary how fast that goes. Oh, accuracy down. I appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't plan on swapping, by the way. So you may do that. Doesn't bother me at all. That bothers me a bit. But if we're as lucky as earlier, this might already be enough. This already was enough. So yeah. Finish with those 6. And next time we're gonna start with our first actual dungeon of the game, which is the Cypher Lab. Absolutely amazing design, incredible soundtrack, and fun to walk around in. And we're gonna do that on Monday, in 2 days. And I hope you're as hyped up as I am. But for today, this shall be it. And I'm gonna find us someone to raid. And I know someone we can raid. Same procedure as always, we are gonna raid Iggy. So everyone, hop over, wish Iggy a nice day, nice evening, better, and see you on Monday. Bye bye.